turbulent air, I'm switching explosive. You look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans.
Set! 19! No! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
On first down, Benjamin. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3. Check 3. And 24. Off. Mike 9. Stay with your man. And 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to float this over the... He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A former Volunteer back in Tennessee. It's Alvin Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Go.
Here's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
51. Coming to you, coming to you.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step. You got time. 31. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Motion backfield, motion backfield. 0-0, Mike free. Let's go. Let's go.
Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Here's Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Watch. Alert, alert. Go. Mike part 9, Mike part 9.
20 points down, he's coming.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's got Lockett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
That's the score. Titans 14. Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Push him back. Push him back. Go, Mike.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Set. 19. I got you, son. Hey, 31. Switch it. Let him go.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
They're not ready for this. 24. Y'all playing the wrong foot. 24. 29. Alert 3. Alert. Oh, trot. 24. Check 49.
Out of the gun, Watson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Hey, hold. Alert. Bravo.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his tight end fan. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Let's go.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Allen now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open hole.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf. 27 yards as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch out.
Throwing again is Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Going the other way.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 58, right over there.
Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Undercross. Check 24. Check 24.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, D. Hey, alert 3, alert
3. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
1st down, Texans.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays? And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
We play to win. Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Allen on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle.